Then you flip that and you look at you look at the Atlanta Hawks. We've heard that the Atlanta Hawks could be looking at moving Trae Young, having a front line of Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis is interesting, right? Because it could create a dynamic there. But I would think that if they're going to make a move the size of Anthony Davis, is Trae Young involved in that trade? Is that the player that they're looking to move? Are they looking to do some other things? Like, we'll see there, right? I don't know. Clearly, if the Mavericks are doing this, they're looking to kind of reconstruct their roster and maybe go younger. And then the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are a team that, have really kind of surprised some people. I didn't have the Toronto Raptors as being as good as what they are. They sit as the fourth team in the Eastern Conference right now at 15-10. They got some young players down there that are cooking for them also, but they could push their chips in and look to cash out and be more aggressive as well to make their move as, with the East being more open, right? I don't like using the phrase wide open. That's just something I don't think is as open as some people try to make it out to be. But then again, you have the Toronto Raptors as the fourth seed right now, right? They don't have necessarily the expiring contracts. They do have Ochai Agbaji as an expiring contract that's going into restricted free agency, and Garrett Temple, but they don't have a lot of expirings there, right? So you would have to be looking at maybe you're cashing in on Emmanuel quickly, or maybe an RJ Barrett type player with the wings that they have there. Maybe you're looking at that. I don't know how much that entices the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think they're going to want to give up Colin Murray-Boyles as their young rookie. Maybe the Mavericks could look at, but the Raptors, much like the Detroit Pistons, own all their first-round picks outright, all their own first-round picks. And, the Atlanta Hawks have that additional, unprotected pick that they got in the Derek Queen trade as well. So, there's a number of things that could happen there. So we'll see where this ends up going, how aggressive, these teams end up being in their pursuit of Anthony Davis. But it seems like that market for AD is starting to pick up, and we'll see. Now, it was mentioned as well in that same reporting that Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, D'Angelo Russell are also players that the Dallas Mavericks, could be interested in moving. And this is why, when Mark Cuban came out and said that they aren't looking to make any trades, it was always kind of questionable, right? This seemed like this was the route that always made sense for the Mavericks to go. When Nico Harrison made the trade with Luka, he was under the guise, which, was delusional, that this